Oh, yeah.
Good evening, everyone! Welcome back once again to Vicious Rants, and of course I am your host, Mr. Main Event himself, the ultimate imitator, never duplicated superstar Tim Vicious, and we're gonna go raw to what's in San Diego, by God, California, and well, before we do, we're not gonna switch gears and talk about last week, because, well, last week's SmackDown was just a highlight going over 2023, and as much as I'd love to go over 2023, honestly, that's an episode that would be an entire episode in and of itself, and there was just so much meat on the bone to where I'm not saying 2023 was like, oh my god, this was the biggest wrestling news year ever, but it was more like just news I did not expect to hear came out, and just like, it was almost every other day I was doing the Tony Schiavone gif of, yeah, I mean, Vince was out of the company, and then he came back in, and then Stephanie left. Triple H and Nick Khan are pretty much now running the company. Vince sold the company. I mean, I never thought in my lifetime I'd ever see WWE, I would see WWE ever get sold. At some point down the road, I figured, yeah, maybe. But I always figured it would be when I'm a horrible, grouchy, ugly old man. Leave those comments alone, folks. I already know I fit that criteria. But there was just so much that happened in 23. It's like, wow. I mean, aside from everything that I just said, Cody coming back to WWE, huge news, and definitely a huge blow to AEW. CM Punk coming back to WWE. I'm not sure if you could say it's a huge blow to AEW yet, because it's still really, really early in his return. But, and make sure I say this right, because I know what I say and what I feel, but I want to make sure I get it out there correctly. I'm iffy on the guy. I am. Because I'm always iffy on somebody on when they leave a job, badmouth the place they left, talk about it like it was the fucking Antichrist, like it was a whole different circle of hell altogether, and then come back all squeaky clean like everything is fine. Like, hey, no, it's all water under the bridge. No, hold on there, slap nuts. As Jeff Jarrett would say, hold on there, slap nuts. It raises a red flag, like, listen, you're that quick to go and throw shit the second stuff didn't go your way and it didn't feel right before. What's to stop you from doing that again? And that's just me personally. But I'm also weird in the fact of I'm willing to work with anyone, especially people I don't like. And especially people I don't particularly like, because I flat out refuse to ever be the guy that was stupid enough to let the proverbial Steve Jobs walk out the door. Never. I don't want to be that guy. Excuse me. Although, one thing I do gotta say, and this is just for me personally, the biggest takeaway from 2023, and it goes out, it's a thank you, and this means a lot. A huge thank you to the Main Event Wrestling Network, because I've been running this show for 10 years. 10 freaking years. If you would have told me about 3 or 4 weeks into starting this, all that time ago, that, hey, you keep working at this, you'll be at this 10 years down the road, I would have been like, huh? For real? Man, and listen, if you want to take this snippet right here and just put it for a promo video, by all means, thank you to the Main Event Wrestling Network for taking a chance and bringing me on. I've been busting my ass working at this for 10 freaking years. It goes to show, hard work pays off. It's not always right away, and unfortunately it's not always when you want it. But you work hard, you'll get there. And to everyone in the crew, from the bottom of my cold black heart, thank you. And with that said, now let's get into this week's show, Raw in San Diego. It starts out, they start out with Michael Cole and Wade Barrett in the ring going over the match card, and a little bit of nostalgia feel for me because it kind of felt almost like Joey Styles and ECW-ish, talking about everything going on for the show. But digress. First match of the night was Becky Lynch versus Nia Jax. 5 years in the making, folks. Finally, the man versus the irresistible force coming at each other head on. And I gotta say, I dug the match. Nia, she was powering at the start, and Becky wound up getting the lead going into the commercial break. And I also want to mention, man, WWE went all out on this episode of Raw because every commercial break, see, I had to think for a minute, every commercial break was a picture-in-picture one. Which really, honestly, that got me. Because normally, during a commercial break, okay, I'm going to get up. I'm going to make me a cup of coffee. I'm going to grab me a Twinkie or something. No. Didn't this time. My ass was glued to that chair, was glued to my couch the whole time, like, oh, okay, we doing picture-in-picture. I ain't missing this, John. And that was exactly what that was the whole time. Bravo, credit. It was a good match. So as far as Becky and Nia went, good match, really dug it. Becky wound up leading it, but in a way to where she was like trying to fight to get the lead in post commercial break. Match came to an end when Becky wound up jumping off the rope. She was on the second rope, Nia was on the apron. She jumped and Nia, wham! Well, not in a cross or a hook, but it was more like an uppercut kind of punch. Popped Becky right in the face. And then got in, did the Annihilator Banzai, 1, 2, 3, and then next time they show a camera shot on Becky, they see her face is all bloodied up. Don't know if that was from a blood capsule or if she was legit busted her lip or anything, but like, ooh, okay. So, not only did Nia win, Nia won in her hometown. So, a WWE wrestler, yes, I'm looking to make sure I don't see 4 guys on horses flying past as I say this. A WWE performer won a match in their hometown. No 4 guys on horses, we're good. So, next matchup, we got Kofi Kingston and Jey Uso teaming up to take on Imperium, Giovanni, Vinci, and Ludwig Kaiser. The Intercontinental Champion Gunther is at home recharging his batteries, as well as during the Christmas vacation, during the time frame from the last live Raw to now. Gunther and his lovely wife, the fashionista Jenny, wound up having a beautiful little baby boy. Congratulations to them both. And I pray the doctor did not ask Gunther to slap that child's butt when he was born. And I really hope that kid learns real fast. No, listen, don't make Dad mad to where he'd want to go and waffle you right on the ass or something, because, oh God, oh, that's dangerous. Pretty sure that'd be marked child abuse right then and there. Moving forward, though. Kofi and Jay versus Imperium. Decent match. Can't even really call it too much of a match, but it started out decent with Imperium leading at the start with Kofi being the punching bag. Unfortunately, though, the match had to get called. Ref called for a stoppage because at one point when Giovanni Vinci, he was on the second rope. He jumped off, and then Kofi hit him with a drop kick, caught him right in the face, rung his bell something fierce, and the ref made the call, ref stoppage, and called it. So your winners due to referee stoppage is Kofi and Jey Uso. Giovanni wound up putting a tweet out later on during the show saying he's fine. Thank you for everyone for checking on him. Hopefully it was just, hey, his bell got rung and, it was just no concussion, no nothing like that. Next up, we got impromptu tag match. The Miz and R-Truth going against Dominik, Mysterio, and the human fucking Funko Pop himself, JD McDonagh. And this came to be because Miz came out to do an episode of Miz TV with the Judgment Day. And as the Judgment Day's music's playing, next thing you know, R-Truth's music comes out. And again, R-Truth is a goddamn national treasure. He needs to be cherished for all of eternity. He comes out swearing on how, no, dog. I'm doing a lot of the PR stuff for Judgment Day, I'm doing all this I'm doing all the good work for them. And then Dom and JD come out and they try and go and explain the truth. Truth, you're not in Judgment Day. But I won the Loser Leaves Judgment Day match last week. It didn't count. And then eventually it turns into Miz saying, well, how about this? How about you guys are ready to go? We're ready to go. How about we have an impromptu match? You two versus the reuniting team of the Awesome Truth. Throwback to 10 years ago. And then Truth's like, whoa, wait. So am I teaming with Dom? And Dominik's just like, no, you're with him. Oh, I get it. It's like one of those can they coexist kind of things. Wink, wink. And it was just... Again, honest to God, if I ever met R-Truth, I don't think I'd be able to keep a straight face for more than 5 seconds. Because I'm pretty sure that guy I'm pretty sure he'd have me falling on the floor laughing non-stop. I'd need an oxygen tank. So as far as the match goes, though, Miz and Truth, they were leading. Miz and Truth, they were leading. And like I said, man, Truth, he was gold because he kept going over. He was in a neutral corner. And then he kept going, trying standing next to Dom, like, come on, you can tag us in, dog, tag us in. And Dominik's like, no, get out of here. You're over there. Like, and it's, yeah. If you didn't understand the crazy that Truth is throwing out, you'd be like, what the hell is wrong with this goof? But now, Truth, he wound up being the punching bag for a good bit, and then Miz got the hot tag in, and once he got in, he didn't start cleaning up, but he started to lead into the close. Match came to an end when Truth JD was holding what was it? Trying to remember it specifically. Truth wound up hitting JD because he was holding Miz. Truth was like, alright, going to cock back for it, and then boom, popped him, and then Miz, wham, hit the skull crushing finale, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, next up we got women's action, Ivy Nile versus Rhea Ripley. Oh God. Thank God I took my heart pills before this match. Yeah. So, moving forward. Really good action. I'm not gonna lie. Did see though, and it's not like it was hidden or subtle or, oh well, if you go back and watch it you'll see it, but Ivy, she kind of fumbled on a handful of moves, but it's nothing too bad to where you're like, oh my God, this is the drizzling shit. Why are they putting these people on TV, blah blah blah, kind of shit. No. It was just, listen, sometimes performers are going to slip on a move. Not only that, here's the thing. Even before the match started, they highlighted point blank, listen, this is her first singles match on Raw. She's only had 2 other matches before that. One was a Battle Royal and the other was a tag. And I can't speak for what they did for the house shows in NXT, but I can tell you right now, Ivy did not have a lot of singles matches during her NXT run on TV. So, you just get it. Say this the right way, because I'm talking fast and I'm thinking, I'm sorry. She needs to get more time under her so that way she gets more comfortable working in a match like that. And not only that, it was a sold out crowd and you had 20,000 eyes on you. You had 20,000 set of eyes on you. That's, if you're not fully used to that may mess with you for a bit. But decent enough match. Came to an end with Rhea. She wound up hitting the Riptide. She was leading the pace for it throughout the match though. So yeah, Rhea got the win. 1, 2, 3. Next up we had another women's match. Women's tag action. Shayna Baszler and Zoey Stark going against Tegan Nox and Natayla. It was a good match. Shayna and Zoey, they were leading the pace. Natayla being the punching bag. Tegan got the hot tag in. Decent action all around. And I gotta say, I was actually impressed because it felt... Excuse me. Maybe it was because of the picture-in-picture, but it felt like they gave this match more time than they would have any other time. And I liked that. I enjoyed that, very much so. So, yeah. Match came to an end when Shayna did a pump knee and then Zoey did the 360 to Tegan, got the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, if I had to guess, maybe in about another week or 2, we're probably going to see Shayna and Zoey challenging for the tag titles. So now we come to main event of the night. Drew McIntyre versus Seth Elizabeth Rollins. Because his middle name is not frickin' damn it. Wade, make a note. We still got to get in talks about making his middle name's not frickin' t-shirt. We're working on it, folks. We got a whole line of stuff we're working on for merch. But Drew right out the gate, real hot right out the gate, and slugging at Seth, trying to set him up for like an Alabama slam right off bat. Seth was like, no. And Seth, man, the way Seth was going at him, he was going all out in this match, and the way both guys were performing in this match, I gotta give credit where credit's due. The way these guys were both going all out tonight on this match, it felt more like I was watching a pay-per-view or PLE, however the hell you want to refer to it as. It felt like I was watching a pay-per-view more so than a Raw match. It felt pay-per-view quality. It was just like, whoa. And I don't know if it was just because of the flow throughout the entire show or because the crowd just felt was so into it. And because honestly, if the crowd's not into it, you're going to feel it. But it was just all around good. At one point, Damian Priest came down to go and try and do a surprise cash-in. Dominik distracted the ref. Priest wound up having the suitcase. Wham! Clocked Seth. Then went over to go and try and tell the ref, no, I'm cashing in. We're doing it now. We're doing it now. And as he's trying to run all this by the ref, McIntyre, boom, takes out Priest and Dominik. Goes to try and set up. Gets Seth. Pops him with a Claymore. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, oh. Rolled Seth just a little too tight and his foot drooped over, hit the rope. And Drew just looks, and he looks like 5 shades of mad. Like, motherfucking fucker, you gotta be fucking with me. And, well, to see an angry Scotsman go to a whole other level of angry is something in and of itself. And he went, cleared the table, was getting ready to go and try and put Seth through it. Seth wound up getting his bearings, hit him with a pedigree on the table, got him in, did the curb stomp 1, 2, 3. That was it, end of the show. Now before we close out, do want to highlight one big note. Earlier in the day, as of the day of this recording, Raw, Triple H put out a tweet saying that, well, I can't confirm who, but a former WWE champion will be in attendance at Raw tonight. And let the speculation ensue. Everyone was saying, oh, it's going to be this guy, it's going to be this guy, it's going to be that guy, it's going to be this guy, that guy, blah, 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 blah. Out came Jinder Mahal. Don't hinder Jinder. I actually was all for the Jinder Mahal experiment. So he came out, started doing the whole typical bad mouth in America. Not in a way like Iron Sheik where it's like USA Haktui, bad mouthing it like that, but just in a more elegant, classy manner. And then the big shocker was Rock came out. And then Rock and Jinder had their squabble for a couple minutes. And I had a nice conversation with a dude on Twitter about this because Rock wound up saying a few lines like calling Jinder an asshole, saying he didn't have balls, shit like that. And like, he was like, wait, is USA allowing cursing? And I was like, and all I could think is, you want to tell Rock what he can and cannot say on live TV? Because if you want to, be my guest, because I sure as hell ain't. He was like, yeah, you got a point. You know what? I get what you mean now. Because honestly, who's going to tell The Rock, no, you can't say that. You have to do this. Like, the dude's business, but he's also going to be like, no, if it feels like it, if it feels like I need to say he's an asshole, I'm going to say he's an asshole. But he did all that. Took Jinder down, hit him with the spine buster, people's elbow, this, that, and the other. And then ended that segment with saying, you know, I'm going to go out and get something to eat. What do you guys think I should eat? Think I should eat at a diner? Maybe at a bar? Or wherever I'm eating at the head of the table. And just left it at that. So, now people are speculating and ensuing, oh yeah, it's confirming we're going to get Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania, which is a possibility. However, what I'm thinking, setting up excitement for potential Roman versus Rock at Elimination Chamber in Australia. Because, well, it's the first time and they're doing an actual legit pay-per-view. Not just like, hey, we're going over and we're going to do a show like they did all them years ago. but they're actually going to do that show like an actual Road to WrestleMania pay-per-view show there. So, I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but if I could load the card up, I would, to build up as much excitement leading into WrestleMania as I could. That's me, though. So, either way, that is it for this week's show, folks. Excuse me. So please, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, go back, watch some of the other episodes when you can. Look for me on the Twitter at TeamVicious. Also, look for me on the Threads and Blue Sky on there as well, TeamVicious. Trying to get a little more active on there as much as I can. I'm trying, folks, I really am. Thank you to my executive producer, Benji. He provided the music for this week's show. Make sure y'all check out his stuff. It's on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud. All that good shit. The details should be in the description box. Also, thank you to contributors to the show, LFC Lingerie Fighting Championship. There are a little bit of wrestling, a little bit of MMA, and a whole lot of attractive women wearing a little bit of nothing. Also, folks, don't forget, LFC is on TV, so it costs $0 to contribute to them and help support them. But if you want to throw a few bucks out to support someone, go to whatamaneuver.net, buy some Vicious Rants apparel, and help support the show. T-shirts, tanks, long sleeves, short sleeves, hoodies, toddler shirts, onesies. Folks, we got, you want it, we got it. And do not forget to follow these cool ass cats right on the Twitter. DSD_IV, main event _net, the main event wrestling network, Sergeant Curly Pants, 3 Count Thursday, D Dryer 1986, and folks, like I always tell y'all, you lemon gray, you hate me. Fuck you.